What's up YouTube? Brian from AB Genetics. Welcome back to the channel. It's been a little while, but we're well into the new year, and first clutch is actually out and shed out. I was patiently waiting for this. So this is a different one. So this clutch tells a story as to some strange things that have been going on in my collection for the past 4 years. It confirms a theory that I had. So what we're going to do is I'll walk you through the animals and the clutch, and it was an extremely small clutch. It was a little disappointing. I only got 2 viable eggs out of it and 1 slug, so it was a first time mom, very small clutch, and I'll show you how it turned out. So first things first, I have to bring out this boy. So this guy here, hopefully you can pick him up okay. This guy here is my lesser spot-nosed clown. I picked this up in about 2018, near the end of 2018, off of Justin Gabilka. Okay, so back when it was Justin Gabilka Reptiles. So over at Canova. So this boy, just a plain lesser spot-nosed clown. There's always been something different going on with him. Can never tell what. The pattern's different. The offspring he puts out was different. I knew that when I bought him. He was literally sold with an asterisk next to his ID saying special boy. So I picked him up back then, and you know, without any real aspirations of testing everything out and figuring out what was going on. More just to put him into the clown project and get some really nice spot-nosed clowns, lesser spot-nosed clowns, etc. Right? Special boy. I will explain why. I paired that boy to this girl. Hopefully you can pick her up at least a little bit. Now, before I explain the genetics, so this girl I picked up, even though I wasn't in the project at the time. I picked her up because it was about 3.5 years ago, because back then Leopard blackheads were a little tough to come by. So I really loved blackhead, and Leopard with blackhead is amazing. So needless to say, I wanted to pick her up. So this girl is a Leopard blackhead, 66% het for Ultramel, 50% het for pied. Right? She is beautiful, really nice. And again, at that time, even still to this day, I'm not entirely into the project. I'm not entirely into Ultramel or pied, really. I'm into pied lavenders, but so I wanted her strictly for the blackhead. Okay, so I paired her to that lesser spot-nosed clown, so I can get blackhead and leopard over into the lesser spot-nosed clown. And I did that years ago. I got this boy. Now I got a really good clutch. out of her. I think I only got 5 or 6 eggs out of her, but they were very special eggs, very nice. I got another female leopard blackhead het clown, then very watered down possibilities of being het Ultramel, het pied. Even the female I got had somewhat of a ringer. If you go back and look on the leopard blackhead videos, it's not that it was a ringer, it was a big blotch of white on the side, and the leopard blackhead pattern went up and around and like encircled this circle of white on the black pattern, right? It's very strange, very beautiful, really nice. I got her, she's in the grow rack, she's still growing, and I got this special boy. So this boy, which I absolutely love, and I'll tell you, for people who don't like lesser, you can have a look in my collection, and I'll make a pretty good case on why lesser is amazing and should be valued a little bit higher. The only thing is, you don't want to put lesser to lesser unless you want to get bells, right? Blue-eyed Lucy's. But the same goes for Mojave. The same goes for quite a few genes in the bell complex. So to me, lesser actually brings a lot of beauty back into combinations. It's not for everything, it's not for everyone, but being strategic on the pairings, lesser enhances everything quite a bit. So this right here, which I think is far more beautiful than the version without lesser, this is a lesser leopard blackhead, het clown male, possible het ultramel pied. Except you probably can't pick it up that well, but right around here there's a pretty good ringer. Okay, and leopard blackhead tends to, if it's het pied, tends to stripe out. This obviously is striped out. I mean, this is about as striped out as you can get. It almost looks like a tri-stripe. So let's put this boy back. And I don't have this female anymore, so that's the end of the lineage on this end with the blackhead. But I also paired that lesser spot-nosed clown 4 years ago now, to a pastel super blade het clown that I got from Mark Mandic at Marcus Chain. And by the way, Justin Kabilka at Canova and Mark Mandic at Marcus Chain, absolute top quality animals and amazing people. You know, I encourage everybody to go purchase from them. They're amazing to deal with. And most of you already have, so I'm not really telling anything anybody didn't know. But I paired the lesser spot-nosed clown from Justin to the pastel super blade that I got from Mark Mandic, and I got this girl. So this girl, you know, nothing mind-blowing here, but this was big for me because this was my first visual clown that I made. So this is just a pastel blade clown. It's from a super blade. So pastel blade clown. So this was big for me. It was the first visual clown I made. I made two of them. I made a blade clown and then pastel blade clown. Actually, and I did make a lesser spot-nosed blade clown. That was my first year of breeding. I got those. So important girl. Didn't really stand out as anything other than a pastel blade clown, and I wanted the female holdbacks of visual clowns. So I went ahead and I held her back. So that girl I bred to the lesser leopard blackhead, het clown, possible het, very diluted possible het ultramel pied. I always knew, and I did always talk to Justin about, the interesting thing is going to be taking these babies, rebreeding them back together and see what happens. If there is some sort of recessive that we didn't know about, it would be in there, or potentially could be in there. Or if it was a incomplete dominant or dominant, then maybe it'll pop up. It should show itself again. So I have bred his offspring back to each other a couple times now, and nothing really popped out, nothing strange. So the pastel blade clown gave me a clutch before Christmas, and it was 2 eggs, 1 slug. As I said, very small clutch, a little disappointing. She was a first-time mom, so I can't be that disappointed. 2 eggs is better than none, but still, you just hope for more eggs so you can get maybe a bit more odds on hitting something special. So 2 eggs, huge long shot. I was really hoping for something special to come out of it. At the very least, a blackhead clown. I love blackheads. Blackhead clowns are some of my favorite single gene clowns. Right, I had to move the camera in a little bit just so we can get a kind of a better view of the animals here. So let's walk through the 2 animals I got out of the clutch. Now this amazing girl answered a lot of questions for me. So taking into account my theory on what was going on with the boy and the sire, first animal. Okay, so for those of you that aren't sure what you're looking at, this here is a standard lesser pied. This is a lesser pied. And this lesser pied came from a lesser leopard blackhead het clown, possible het ultramel pied, very diluted, to a pastel blade clown. Both could not be het pied unless that lesser spot nose clown breeder boy from 2018 from Justin Kabilka was het pied, and I hit the odds. And both my lesser leopard blackhead het clown possible ultramel pied is a het pied, and that pastel blade clown is also het pied. So big milestone. I proved out 3 animals to be het pied, and this beautiful girl, which I double checked, it is a girl. This beautiful girl is a lesser pied possible pastel leopard blackhead visual clown. So possibly a visual clown pied right here, but I'm gonna have to send it off for testing, and we'll double check. We'll make sure. And if it's a visual clown pied, even though it has lesser in it, we're gonna be keeping it. But it's not really a project that I'm invested into, but by hitting some strange odds and somehow ended up with a visual clown pied, I'd be stupid not to take it. So yeah, so here we go. Lesser pied, possible pastel leopard blackhead visual clown. Beautiful little girl. Needless to say, I really lucked out in this clutch, because that beautiful girl is the lesser, pardon the pun, of my favorite of the two, although she's beautiful and I like her. For those of you who don't know, by the way, lesser pieds come out all white. I have seen lesser pieds with tiny saddles on them, but very minimal, 2% pattern. So baby number 2. Now, not exactly what I was wanting, but I'm definitely not complaining. So I was really hoping for a blackhead clown, because I've always loved blackhead clowns. They're absolutely incredible. Next to Cypress clown, probably my favorite single incomplete dominant gene that you can put onto a clown. Blackhead clowns and Cypress clowns are my 2 favorites. So I really just wanted a blackhead clown. That was the whole purpose of me going down this path 4 years ago. That was the whole point of me purchasing that leopard blackhead, because I couldn't get blackhead het clowns. Sure, couldn't get a blackhead clown back then. So I took the long road, and I ended up getting this. Have a look at that. I think you can see it pretty good. So that, my friends, is a lesser leopard blackhead clown, 50% het pied now. I'm going to show you a close-up, because it's the strangest thing. I never thought a lesser leopard blackhead clown would be so vibrant. I've had people message me and saying it looks hypo clown. To me in person, it almost looks like a DG clown. It's so strange. It almost resembles like a DG hypo clown. It's just the strangest thing. It's absolutely beautiful. And all of this is coming from lesser. Lesser on the black back of the blackhead is frosting it and making it purple like a hypo. But the lesser with the leopard blackhead isn't making a gradient, it's making it vibrant sunshine yellow. Now have a good look at that and tell me that that isn't jaw-dropping. Which, by the way, I do have a feeling it's going to prove het pied. I'll show you these pied tracks. But look at that head. The head is something like I've never seen before. Purple and orange blotches. Purple backstripe. Bright, vibrant, sunshine yellow. Leopard black spots. White belly. And if you look, this has got the coolest little pattern. You have that stripe starting from right up here, going all the way down to the tail. And look at that tail. Look at that little yellow stripe. Just right there. Nowhere else. Complete purple black back. And just little yellow stripe. Look at how linear and striped out that tail section is. I'm telling you, I have a feeling that's going to end up being hepide as well. Look at that gorgeous pattern. What an absolutely breathtaking animal. And you would not be getting this beautiful animal without that lesser. I never thought it would have done something so special as it did here. But I gotta tell you, I'm ecstatic that I hit the lesser. It definitely is nicer to use for the future to stack on with just Leopard Blackhead Clown, especially if it's hepide. But this animal being a lesser Leopard Blackhead Clown, hepide, possible hepide, I'm extremely happy with it. I don't know about you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. So, you'd be surprised what lesser can do. Absolutely stunning. You guys let me know down below. Comment down below. Let me know what you think of that lesser Leopard Blackhead Clown. 50% hepide, but I think probably going to prove based on that amazing linear tracked out bottom third of that animal. Absolutely gorgeous. And I did double check both of them, both females. Super lucky. Really lucked out. Actually, incredibly lucky on all fronts with those two eggs. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think down below. Lesser pied, possible pastel leopard blackhead visual clown. Lesser leopard blackhead clown, 50% hepide. Pretty good for 2 eggs, right? Makes you wonder if there was that third egg and not a slug, what would I have gotten in it? Probably a normal. I think normals are beautiful too. I'm just playing around. But yeah, so I don't know. Let me know what you think. Comment down below. If you like my channel, you like these projects, if you like the genes I'm working with, the combinations, the way I'm going, the direction I'm going down. If you're working with the same animals, show me some love. Hit that like and subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you can see my videos coming up. 2024 is going to be a huge year. I have a lot of milestone clutches, and I have a lot of first-time mothers, powerful first-time mothers going in this year, going into rotation this year, and I have 2 clutches coming up in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to keep my mouth shut on those. You wait and see those, but they're pretty amazing clutches on their own right. So very exciting. 2024 is going to be an exciting year. It's big things happening. So good luck to all of you. I wish nothing but the best, nothing but success for everybody. And let me know what you think. See you on the flip side in a couple of weeks.